Namaskar. I am Dr. Devidas Bhagat, currently working as an assistant professor, Department of Forensic Chemistry and Toxicology, Government Institute of Forensic Science, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. My topic for the micro teaching is Indian knowledge system in a forensic science. In this topic, I am going to discuss about the what is the history, what is the contribution of Indian knowledge system, how Indian knowledge system contribute in a forensic investigation, what was the historical scenario and current scenario also. So in this, exploring the profound depth of Indian knowledge system, its significant interaction with modern forensic science. Indian knowledge system is not just collection of historical fact; it's just a holistic, indigenous tradition of knowledge rooted in fundamental texts like Vedas, Ayurvedas, uh, and Nyaya schools of logic. The ancient Indian tradition were not merely philosophically or spiritually. They provide sophisticated framework, scientific thought, ethical governance, methodological inquiry, all which hold surprising relevance for today's forensic practice and our criminal justice system. Forensic science in ancient India, we have the best example is the Kautilya Arthashastra. Our first steps take us in one modern remarkable thesis in ancient India, Kautilya Arthashastra, confined by the Chanakya. Chanakya was the prime minister of the empire Chandragupta Maurya. This is not just a guide, it's a goldmine of early forensic thought. The text precisely details strategy for crime investigation, intelligence network, surprisingly advanced knowledge required regarding poison and detection of fraud. Kautilya even outlined sophisticated method for the questioned suspect, advocating for the use of decoys, establishing effective surveillance techniques that echo modern intelligence gathered in investigation methodology. Forensic element in ancient text and various dharmashastra represent early codification of law, justice, punishment in ancient India. This text laid down the societal fabric, outlined that role of witnessing testimony, detail, evaluation of circumstantial evidence, even precising use of the Solomon oath, so oath for truth telling, while fundamentally legal and ethical code, they demonstrate an acute awareness of evidence gathering, judicial process, for forming the bedrock upon which dispute were resolved and justice was administered in the ancient Indian society. Forensic element in ancient Indian texts, Nyaya and logical system. Beyond the law of administration, Indian knowledge system offer performed physiological tools for rigorous inquiry. Nyaya schools of philosophy in particular provide a high sophisticated system of logic. It established basic reasoning interference and meticulous evaluation of evidence, principles that are absolutely fundamental to modern forensic science. Nyaya focuses on valid means of knowledge, means of pramanas, train ancient thinker to critically assess interference, comparison, reliable testimonies, forming a robust framework for rational radiant investigation. Toxicology and poison in Ayurveda. Vishshastra, we call it Vishshastra. Moving into the realm of medical science, Ayurveda, Vishashastra, the science of poison. The science of poison. Ancient Indian texts meticulously classify poison based on their origin from plant like the Tura aconite, animal from snake venom, scorpion venom from mineral like arsenic. Crucially, they describe precise symptoms include this poison offer diagnostic method and even prescribe antidote and therapeutics intervention. The Asian toxicological experts stand as the early, highly developed form of the forensic toxicology, providing insight into substance that could be used for the criminal intent or accidental exposure. Toxicology and poison in Ayurveda. Samhita, Sushruta Samhita focused on internal medication, offer valuable insight into what we now medical legal aspect it coined as medical legal aspect. The text provide detailed forensic observation on various types of injuries, classification of wound, and their potential cause, whether from weapon, fall, or other form of trauma. They even touch upon aspects of post-mortem examination, describe how observe a body for a sign of poisoning, strangulation mark, drowning, lay down fundamental principle of modern forensic pathology and injury analysis. Asian forensic practices identification and crime scene in examination. Asian Indian texts reveal these diverse methods for identification individuals and examination of crime scene. Beyond the eyewitness account, practice like practice like Samudrika Shastra involving analyzing body features, even palmetry for identification, not unlikely anthropological measurement. Investigators were keenly aware of the physical clues, examination footprint, nature of weapon found, and characteristics of clothing, early form of trace of evidence analysis. This practice demonstrates paramagnetic approach using available physical data to link individual to events. Asian forensic practices, medical jurisprudence in ancient India involved the careful examination of decades to determine the cause of death. Physical and wise men meticulously look into the sign of foul play, marks of strangulation, indication drowning, or symptoms consist of the various poison. Furthermore, understand of the human behavior extended to early form of the lie detection. Investigation observes subtle uh, 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 physiological reactions, psychological reactions of body, speech pattern for uh, reflecting Asian psychological approach to discern truth from the falsehood during the interrogation. uh, Integration with modern forensic science. Now this integration of extend beyond a specific technique. Asian method evidence evaluation focusing on logical interference enhance our approach to judicial resonance. Their powerful argument for reveal IKS in our forensic education under the policy like national education policy. This could be lead to the more holistic approach to forensic science, fostering innovation by looking to the diverse knowledge pool, strengthening ethical practices, and ensure cultural relevance in the how justice is understood and appealed. Now, conclusion of my lecture. In conclusion, Indian knowledge system demonstrable laid as a sophisticated foundation for forensic resonance, toxicology, legal processes centuries ago. Modern forensic science stands to gain the immensely by the integrating this traditional insight, fostering innovation, innovation, ethical practice, and ground it methodologies in a rich culture context. This is not just an academic exercise, it is a call for the dedicated researcher to make the documentation and development of curricula for the India's unique intelligence heritage. By embracing our past, we can forget a more robust, ethical, culturally resonant future for the forensic science. Thank you very much.